What's up, everyone? It's your girl Crystal here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, no, I am no longer fat. I used to be. That's the thing. Don't come at me, okay? People are gonna be like, but you're not, like this and that, like you understand, like this all this. No. I understand perfectly. Probably even more than some of you even understand, because I was freaking. Today's video is gonna be struggles of being big girl, fat girl, whatever you wanna call it, struggles of being it. I used to weigh 240 pounds. I lost over 100 pounds. So don't even come at me with the fact that I don't know, because trust me, I know the struggles firsthand, all right? All right. Struggle number one. When you stand up, like say you're wearing jeans, first of all, I hate jeans. When I was, well, not anymore, but when I was big, I hated wearing jeans. I hated it with a passion. You know why? Because when you would stand, like if you were sitting down, or if you went to crouch down, or if you went to squat, if you went to, first of all, me squatting when I was big, okay. If you were sitting down and you went to stand up, you would have to literally hold your pants before you were able to get up. You know why? Because no. Places made for teenagers decide they don't want to make pants big enough to be able to not show your ass crack when you stand up. That's why. So you would literally have to hold on to your pants, and when you stood up, like you had to hold on to them so that they wouldn't slide down and your butt wouldn't be out. Like, it was probably one of the most annoyingest things that I could possibly think of. Like if it was like, oh, what's the best thing that comes out of losing a lot of weight? Oh, it's not having to pull up my pants so my ass doesn't show every time I stand up. Just kidding, that's not really true. But like literally, that's one of the most annoyingest things that like I could possibly think of. Problem numero dos. First of all, shopping in general is just a big problem when you're big. You have to either go to the plus size, or you have to go to like some like store that's made for plus size people, and it's usually like all like old people looking type of clothing. Like literally, when I would go shopping, all of my clothes would come from Forever 21, because Forever 21 had a plus size section, and so at least some of the clothes was like cute and for teenagers and stuff. But honestly, most of the stuff that they have, not now because I've seen the stuff that they have now and it's a lot more trendier, but the stuff that they used to have like maybe a couple years ago would literally be the ugliest things that I could possibly see in my entire life when it came to clothing. It was just like old people looking things. Like when you are bigger and you're shopping and you're trying to be cute and you're trying to be trendy, you can't. Like you literally can't, because the stuff that they make, like I feel like they just like, oh, here's some extra fabric, here's some flower fabric, here's some this, here's some now, let's just sew it together and make something for people. Like I swear, I think that's what they do. Like I'm coming off as so pissed off right now, but I'm really not pissed off, right? It's just like, it's just so crazy. Like now I see like cute things and I'm just like, dang, like why didn't they have this when I was big? But yeah, that's probably one of the most annoying things, is that when you go shopping, like you can't wear trendy things, or you can't wear some of the cute things that you see people like wearing, because it's like they don't make that for bigger people, and that's a big problem. Like get on your crap, people. Problem number 3, going back to the pants. Oh, it still happens to me now. Like I'm sure it happens to anyone, whether you're big or whether you're not, when you wear jeans for a long period of time, and like obviously like if you're not a twig, you're not gonna have a thigh gap and your thighs are gonna touch, right? So when your thighs touch and you're rubbing on your jeans all the time, like they're in the middle, you know, where the thighs are at, it's gonna go rub and it's gonna rub, and eventually you're gonna get holes in between your thighs and it's gonna start to rib. And like I'm pretty sure that's for everyone, obviously, that like doesn't have a thigh gap, who their legs touch, like they're thick, like, you know, everyone's cute, like everybody's cute, but like a lot of people, they don't have that thigh gap that like you can wear pants for a million years and you won't get those holes in between your thighs. But when you're bigger, for some reason, like be ready to buy pants every 2 weeks, because if you wear pants often, oh, you'll be getting those holes right away. Right away. Oh my God. Problem number 4, which is like, this is like embarrassing, but like also having to do with like jeans, pants, or things like that. Camel toe. Like, when you're big, you want to pull up your pants like high enough so that when you bend over, when you crouch down, when you do things, like your ass crack won't show and like your pants will stay in place and you don't always have to be pulling them up. But when you pull them up so much, first of all, you get this like, your like belly area, it's like an ugly, like it's not flat, it's not gonna be flat, like it's not even flat for me, but it's like awkward right there. And then when you pull them up too high, it's like you get this camel toe, because again, going back to the fact that they don't make pants that go high enough. Like, I don't even know, like I need to be like a clothing designer or something. Like, I need to start creating things. I need to get on this, because people do not understand. I swear they probably have some like skinny ass people making the stuff for plus size people. Oh my God, Crystal, you need to chill. Calm the fuck down. You're at a 10. You need to bring it down to a 2. But I'm being serious. Like, I just don't understand. Most of it is like with clothing. It's like, I don't know, are they not considerate it? Like, problem number 5. I feel like all of these have to do with clothing, but when it comes to like when you wear shirts and stuff, I remember I used to always wear just like regular t-shirts or something, and I'd always have a cardigan over. You know why? Because either my shirt was too tight, too small, whatever. I always had to have something over because it made me feel more comfortable about myself. It's something like really small, but at the same time, it's like I see a lot of people wearing cardigans, and I know people can relate to this because it's like you feel comfortable. It's like a safety blanket. Having a cardigan over, it's like you're hiding something. So that's basically it. Problem number 6. Driving. When you're big and you go to drive, first of all, there's a couple things. The seatbelt, oh my gosh, every time I would go into a car, I'd be like, I really hope this goes all the way, because if not, this is gonna be so embarrassing. I'm gonna have to pretend like it's buckled when it really doesn't even fit. Like, there's been times where it's like, it's been close to not fitting, and I'm just like, what the, like, how are they gonna make a seatbelt not be able to fit all sizes? That like, it really doesn't make sense to me, but that is a big problem. Also, like when you're like driving the car and it's like you go to turn, you know how hard it is to make a turn when you're really big? Like, it's like I'm really not like meaning to laugh right now, but like it's true. It's like, it's hard to turn. And then when you're wearing something that's like tight around your arms, and it's like you're like restricted because you're big and like your arms don't fit in the armholes and it's too tight, and you're over here trying to turn the wheel and you're like, I can't turn it. Like, that's literally me. That happened to me plenty of times. Problem number 7, which is gonna be my last one, just to make this video not too long. Trust me, I have plenty of other things that were problems when I was big. If you want to see that in another video, well, let me know. But number 8, I think it was 8. Sweat. Oh my gosh. I swear, like when you're big, it's like an extra layer of like a million sweaters. It's like I step out, like I live in the desert. I live in a place that in the summer it gets 120 degrees outside. When you're big and you walk outside, at least for me, this is my experience, you walk outside, it's like immediately it looks like you've stepped out of the shower, because you're drenched in sweat, and it's like you can't do anything about it because it's the weather. Like, what are you gonna do? You get into a car and it's like takes forever to cool off. Like, you're gonna be sweating. It's like you're drenched always, no matter if it's even like cold. If it's like if it was like 80 degrees, 90 degrees, still I would be drenched. Like, there was times when I would go to school and it was like 60 degrees in the morning, but for some reason I was always sweating, like dripping. I'm not even like talking about like, you know, like light perspiration. I'm talking about dripping sweat, and it's the nastiest thing, but it's so true. And it's like now it's even hard for me to sweat. Like, it pisses me off when I work out at the gym and like I don't sweat, because I'm just like, what the fuck is the point of me going to the gym if I'm not gonna sweat? you know. But yeah, those are basically some of my struggles that I know of when I was big. If you guys want to see more struggles, leave a comment down below and I'll make a second part of this video. By the way, this video is all in my opinion. This is how I feel. This is how I felt when I was big. Everyone is different. It's not going to be the same for everyone, but this is just the way I experienced. And yeah, that's basically it. Leave a comment down below of what you want to see me do next. Give this video a like if you guys want to see a part 2. And make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on my social media. Everything will be in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. My mom would see it or... I just dropped my phone. I like... Great camel and green camel.